లేదు లాంగిట్యూడ్ లాటిట్యూడ్ సెపరేట్ ఇస్తే వస్తుంది కానీ బరే లొకేషన్ మాత్రం ఇస్తే రావట్లేదు.
లొకేషన్ ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ లో ఉంది? స్టూడెంట్ లో ఉంది కదా?
స్టూడెంట్ ఉంది సార్.
అవునా? స్క్రీన్ షేర్
అది
చేయాలి. నీ స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేయాలంటున్నాను.
అవును మేడం.
చూడు కాంపౌండ్ ఫీల్స్ అని రాసుకున్నాం కదా. సో కొద్దిగా క్లాస్ చెప్పింది జస్ట్ కొద్దిగా అర్థం చేసుకోండి. కాంపౌండ్ ఫీల్స్ యూజ్ చేయకూడదు. కాంపౌండ్ ఈజ్ అథమెటిక్ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ ఫీల్స్ అనమాట. ఓకే కార్తిక్, చాట్ జీపీటీ వాడు సెర్చ్ చేసుకున్నావా? కాంపౌండ్ ఫీల్స్, వాట్ ఇస్ కాంపౌండ్ ఫీల్స్ ఇన్ సేల్స్ఫోర్స్ అని
సెర్చ్ చేస్తున్నా సార్, ఏమని తెలియదు.
యూజ్ చేసుకో బాయ్. వీ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ దట్ చాట్ జీపీటీ, గూగుల్ సెర్చ్. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ విత్ దిస్ టూ దెన్ వీ డోంట్ నీడ్ టు ఆస్క్ ఎనీవన్. మనకు అదే ఫస్ట్ రిసోర్స్. Chat GPT, Google search, and Salesforce forums. Understand? Even Lakshman, whatever the code you have written, right? If you post that code in forums, at least you don't replace that. మీకు ఎప్పటి నుంచి వస్తుంది ఎర్రర్? అది మెయిలింగ్ అది ఎర్రర్ అది లక్ష్మణ్ ఎప్పటి నుంచి వస్తుంది ఎర్రర్? అది రికార్డ్స్ అవ్వట్లేదు.
క్లాస్ చెప్పిన కానీ ట్రై చేస్తున్నా.
మరి ఒకసారి నీకు ఆ రోజే పోస్ట్ చేయొచ్చు కదా. ఫోరమ్స్ ఎలా పోస్ట్ చేయాలో తెలుసా? హౌ టు పోస్ట్ questions in forums, you know or don't know?
No sir.
No అంటే తెలుసా?
తెలుసు sir.
తెలుసా? Okay, then post it that day only. No need to write this question. Okay, so some people who are really working, they can understand easily this. You are seeing this error code actually. Okay, this person is using mailing అని చెప్పి. ఇంకా వాళ్ళకు కూడా అర్థం కాదు, ఎందుకంటే బికాస్ వాలిడేషన్ దే కెనాట్ సీ. ఏంటి
ఇక్కడ అపెక్స్ పేజ్ ఇన్పుట్ ఫీల్డ్ వాల్యూ ఉంది కదా, జియో లొకేషన్ లాటిట్యూడ్ లాంగిట్యూడ్ సెపరేట్ ఇస్తే ఇది అవుతుంది సార్. సేవ్ అవుతుంది సార్, బట్ ఓన్లీ లొకేషన్ కావాలంటే ఎలా?
రాదు అట్లా. యూ షుడ్ యూజ్ దట్ టూ ఫీల్డ్స్.
ఓకే, సింగిల్
రాదు. జియో లొకేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఇట్స్ లైక్ లాటిట్యూడ్ అండ్ లాంగిట్యూడ్. ఓన్లీ లాటిట్యూడ్ ఇస్తే రాదు కదా. ఇప్పుడు నీకు ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ సరౌండ్ ఏరియా, యూ షుడ్ నో బోత్ లైక్ హైట్ విడ్త్ హైట్ రెండు తెలియాలి కదా. సో సిమిలర్లీ అంతే లొకేషన్ లాటిట్యూడ్ మీన్స్ యూ షుడ్ నో లాటిట్యూడ్ లాంగిట్యూడ్. బై యూజింగ్ ఓన్లీ లాటిట్యూడ్ యూ కెనాట్ ఫైండ్ ఎనీ అదర్ థింగ్ లాంగిట్యూడ్, రైట్? బోత్ ఆర్ మ్యాండేటరీ. యూ కెనాట్ యూజ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ ఫీల్డ్.
ఓకే, అంటే వేరే దాంట్లో యూజ్ చేస్తే రాదు సార్ టీచర్? లేదు,
ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేసినా రాదు. లొకేషన్ ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ API name is geolocation, you should use both two fields, location, latitude, longitude, because your data type is what? Geolocation. You should give both fields. Ante.
Okay.
Understand? ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా నువ్వు పోస్ట్ చేయొచ్చు కార్తిక్. అందులో ఫోరమ్స్ లో పోస్ట్ చేస్తారు.
ట్రై చేస్తే సార్ అది రిప్లై రాలేదు, అందుకని నేను జియో లొకేషన్ యాడ్ చేసి అప్పుడే వచ్చింది.
గూగుల్ పోస్ట్ చేసావా ఫోరమ్స్ లో?
గుడ్
గుడ్, పర్లేదు. ఇప్పుడు రాకపోయిన తర్వాత అలవాటు అవుతుంది. ఓకే, అండర్స్టాండ్. ఓకే, అట్లీస్ట్ మీరు పోస్ట్ చేస్తా ఉంటే ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్ ఇఫ్ యూ హావ్ ఎనీ ఇష్యూస్ దెన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ యూ కెన్ గెట్ సమ్ ఆన్సర్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఫోరమ్స్. ఓకే, మనం డిపెండ్ అవ్వకూడదు చాలా వరకు. గుడ్ బ్రో, చలో వి స్టార్ట్ ఇట్. అది 8:50 అయిపోయింది. షేర్ మై స్క్రీన్. So what is standard controller, Manasa? How many controllers are there in the VA page? What is standard controller?
There are 3 types of controllers out there: standard controller, and custom, and object.
Object called madam extension.
Extension, sorry.
Yeah, tell me what is
standard controllers and we have all the data which is there in Salesforce. Or అందులో ఉన్న fields or components అన్ని we can call in standard controller, which is available only in Salesforce. Can't customize them or we can't give out of the box.
No madam, proper గా రాలేదు ఆన్సర్. Anyone want to write what standard controller?
if you want to create or do the same type of the page from Salesforce, then we'll use standard controller.
Correct, madam. If you want to develop any type of Salesforce existing a subject page. A subject page means standard page or custom object?
Both standard or custom.
So we can use a standard controller. At a time, we can use only one controller in the VF page. Okay. We can refer the object and we can use that object properties. Properties and madam, fields, styles, actions, everything you can use it in your VF page. Understand, madam? That is the user for standard controller. Okay. So now we'll talk about some important tags in the VF page. Okay. So there are some tags in the VF page, madam. Like generally, if you want to enter data, we'll use the input tags. Which tags, madam? To enter data?
Input tags.
Input and ente. You should enter some data. Why will use output tags?
To display.
To display the data. Simple. And then input tags and output tags. Okay. Okay. So before talking about this input and output tags, we have something called global variables. Anyone knows what is global variable? The assignment try it chesa evarana? Salesforce it's done or not done? VF pages.
Yes, sir.
What is global variables? Nick, already you know in somewhere we discussed already this topic. Global variables.
Yes.
Abstraction low.
And there are,
class level.
Not that is access modifier, madam. I'm talking
No,
about
variables that are declared at the class level.
I'm not talking about that one actually.
Okay.
That is different.
Global variables, abstraction, time.
This is in a VF pages, madam, not in a programming language. Understand? If anyone is asking in programming Apex, then your answer is correct. Variable, class level, you can use the global keyword. Okay. You remember in the validation rules, we are using like a profile.name, user.name, role.name. How we can use that one in the validation rule? What is any difference between normal fields that fields?
We can use dollar symbol.
Correct. What we can use, madam, here? Dollar symbol. Dollar symbol. If you remember, like if you want to skip validations for any specific user or any specific profile, any specific role, what we are using? Dollar symbol.
Yes.
Expression dollar profile.name not equal to admin, fire it. Expression dollar user role dot not name is not equal to CEO, fire. Right? All those things, profile, user, role. What we can call all these things, madam?
Global variables.
Global variables. What's the meaning of global variables? Is which is related to your organization, madam. Enti? What is the meaning of global variable?
Related to organization.
Organization. Example enti? User, profile, role, page layout, workflow, not workflow, flows, list view. Everything is the company, your company, right, madam? Everything is what, madam? Global variables. Okay. Action, if you want to perform some actions, all those things we can note as a global variables. So for if you want to refer global variables in Salesforce, we'll use a which symbol, madam? Dollar symbol. Okay, something we have called if you want to refer static resource, all those things. We can see some global variables. Madam. Then you go page into For example, you want to refer current user, madam, who logged in. Okay, if you want to refer user information. So user also nothing but what, madam? Global variable. So for example, new, I will go with the Visualforce pages. Global variables. So by default, Apex page tag is there. Okay, madam. Just if you want to, just for the UI purpose, we can just refer any one object here, but we are not going to use that object. Otherwise, you can just leave it. So by default, if user interaction is required in the VF page, which tag you have to use, madam? Form. Why we use form?
Interaction.
And one more thing is to see the view state of your page.
Yes.
So example, I'll create one section. Which type you have to use to create section? A section, madam.
Facebook.
Title. What we can give title? Global variables. Subtitle names, sir. Anything you can give it, no problem. Via pages. So you can use anything, help, all those things. Help and aim, sir, madam. Which link you want to open? For example, I want to open this link. Whenever I'm clicking a link. Same, we have print URL. Print URL also, we can just give the link only. But print URL will open your page, link in the same page. But help will open your link in the new tab. Understand what I'm saying? And the difference. Okay. Okay. Apex section here. Now just we'll talk about. I'll create one page block and page block section. Just for some good UI. It is not required. Some good UI, you can use it. Apex page block. Tags Apex farm. Next page. So Apex page block. What is shell tag, madam? Page block section. So it is not required, just you can reply outside also, but if you give like this, you will get some good UI. Okay. So page block section title, how can give? User. Info. So for example, user info, what I can give is, for example, I want to display user name, madam. So how, what is the syntax you have to use? Expression.
Exclamation.
Then, but extra here one thing will come. What is that extra thing? $. What you want to display, madam? User dot. First name or last name, whatever you want, you can display. So I'll give a user dot. First name. And I want to display user last name also. Give some space. Expression. $. User dot. Last name. So whoever logged in now here. Who logged in, madam, now? Currently, who is logged in now?
For a person.
So by default, it will get that person details. For example, if Karthik open this page, what you can see here? Karthik can see his name or my name?
Your name.
Karthik also can see my name, madam.
No.
No, users. User.
Who logged in?
Hmm.
Whoever logged in, automatically that person will, the information will come in this place. Understand? Currently, I am logged in here. So you can see whose name, madam, now? My name only. Right? Who is coming here now? Username? Prasad V. Clear, madam? What is not only first name, last name? What are the fields we have in the user again? Name fields in name. Okay, user. Sorry?
Email.
Email, role,
Profile, role.
profile is separate object, madam, again. Okay. Profile, role is separate objects. Okay. But here you can use the email also again. User email, user time zone, user things, like all those things you can check here. User.email. How we can this break it, madam? Which time you have to use?
Break.
Right, madam? So if Karthik login, Karthik can see Karthik name and Karthik email ID here. Right, madam? So user is nothing but what, madam? Which type of one variable this is? One type of global variable. Okay. Similarly, if you want to display role also nothing but what, madam? One global variable. So example, and just to give user role. What is the role, madam, you can give? So we have to use which object? User role means there is object called user role. What is the object name, madam? User role,
Dot row.
not role. User role. Object name itself role. User role dot name. Can you see role? No. I
Yeah.
want to know profile name.
Salesperson.
Profile name means what?
User profile.
User
Wait,
profile.
profile.
User profile name. So what we can call all these variables? Global variables, which is referred to the, it will describe about your company, like a related information. Save avale madam this. Save ainda avaleda?
College.
No.
Why it is not saved?
Error.
Error వచ్చింది madam. Find does not exist under user profile. I think only profile dot name. Ayyo. Yes, madam. Profile dot name. Right. Right? Getting profile everything right, madam?
Yeah.
So this is all. Even if you want to know organization information, organization also which type of variable? Global variable. There is object in the background. What is the object name, madam? Organization. What is the object name? Organization. Where you can see organization details, madam?
Company info.
Exactly. In the company info section, you can see all the information. Right? If you click here, setup. If you just type a company info, it will display everything. Correct, madam? What is your organization name here? Samsung. Like, is this which edition now?
Develop.
In the future also, in the real time also, they will ask you, like, where you can check your edition. It is a developer edition or enterprise edition or an edition. Where you can check, madam, all those things?
Company information.
Very important, this one. This is what, madam? This is your org ID.
Okay.
So which server it is connected? Actually, Salesforce have servers, okay, all over the world. So it is connected to which server?
AP60.
Where you can check all these servers, madam? Manku oka website untadi. What is that website name? Trust.salesforce.com. What is the website name, madam?
Salesforce.com.
So in case sometimes meeku oka message vastundi in the whenever you log in, you can see some message called we have some maintenance in this date and cheppi. Update chesi raachina meeku appadna page atla.
Yes.
We have some maintenance this Saturday and cheppi some
Maintenance in Saturday.
Right. All those things where you can check in this page only. Trust.salesforce.com. You can check. You can click on status. మీ సర్వర్ ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేసి చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ సర్వర్ నేమ్ నౌ? AP16 కదా. It will tell about all your APC. Currently it is active. ఇది సింబల్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ నౌ యాక్టివ్ అన్నట్టు. నువ్వు డిఫరెంట్ సింబల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? సేల్స్ఫోర్స్ సర్వీసెస్ పెట్టేసి. సో ఇవన్నీ చేయండి. సో వాట్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ సార్? AP అంటే ఏషియన్ పసిఫిక్. Similarly, we have some other things. AUS and Australia, I guess. ఇంకేమున్నాయి మేడం? CS అంటే different country, but I don't know exactly. But all these are, sir, what we can call, sir? Salesforce server instance numbers. In case మనకి సింబల్ అంటే your server is working fine అని చెప్పి. If you see this symbol, what is the meaning?
Performance decrease.
Your Salesforce Argus performance is low now. Service problem అంటే you can see this symbol. Maintenance unte you can see this symbol. Understand? Americas, if you click Americas, you can see all the Americas related servers. Yeah, CES, A, all those things you can see. Not America, USA, all these things are nothing but what's the Americas. Similarly, AP, Asian Pacific, you can see EMEA countries, all these things. In case if you know EMEA maintenance, currently anything is maintenance now. No, currently I'm present at it. Just if you want to see like a past 33 days, any maintenance happened, any which servers happened, all those things we can check here. Understand? అర్థమవుతుందా? Hello.
Yes, sir.
ఇవన్నీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మేడం. మీకు ఏమైనా ఇష్యూ వచ్చినట్టు ఎక్కడ చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి ఫస్ట్ మీ సర్వర్ ఓపెన్ అవ్వకపోతే you can directly come to the trust.salesforce.com. You can just paste it your server number. Understand? Otherwise, you can click Salesforce services. You can see all the services, not only your specific. You can just see all the services available. Clear? That is important. Okay. So now, which object we are talking, sir? Organization. Organization with object. Which object? That is also global variable. So you should know everything, madam. Okay, company information is a very important section. My org ID is like some people will ask look org ID or like your company name where you can check all those things. You want to change company name where you can change it. They are on it. What is the name, madam? Organization. Spelling actually. So if you want an organization information, which you want to use, sir? Organization dot. మొత్తం సేవ్ అయిపోయింది కాపీ అయింది. What is the name, madam? Organization. Okay. So what it will display? Your company name. If you want to display organization ID, what you have to do?
ID.
ID. Just you can display the field name. ID came on field. Salesforce.com organization ID and you should use this field name. Okay. Edition ANT. So you can get all this organization phone ANT, language, default language, address, everything you can check here. License and everything is very important in this page. Okay. So save this. What's the organization name, madam? Samsung. Okay, I'm using same name.
ID.
Not this necessary. Okay. So you can just use this symbol, madam. The organization dot tags, organization dot name, organization dot all those things you can use it. Straight to straight. Okay. So all these are nothing but what, madam? Global variables. Okay. So we have some more global variables. Example, we have something called custom label. This is very important, madam. Okay. You should remember we can use custom labels everywhere in the future. Okay. Once you are joining any company, you should use a custom labels. So what is custom label first of all? So what is custom label? Man custom object tells and tells, but what is custom label? Okay. Yes, I will comment it. Custom label. So what is custom label? See, so custom label is nothing but what, sir? Instead of doing hard codings in Apex classes or VF pages or Lightning components, wherever it may be, either in the UI or in the programming in the Apex language. So to avoid hard codings, which one you can use, madam? Custom labels. First of all, what is hard coding? First of all, what is hard coding? Okay. We'll use custom labels for two cases. One is which one, sir? What is the first use case? Avoid hard coding things and anything, sir. Either hard coding IDs, hard coding text, anything. You can use this, sir. I have some background access from it. Please mute yourself. Okay, so your custom label I'll give. Example, we'll take this one. What is the variable name madam I have given here?
Global variables.
What is the name I have given? Global variables. So here also, for example, I'll give a same name. Global variables. Right? Okay. Example I'm saying. So now, for example, I have deployed this VF page into the one sandbox to sandbox and production. Everything I have deployed to where, madam, now? Production. So what is the name is there here? Ikkada title global variables. Here also you have global variables. In one more page also I am using same name. Global variables in Apex. Everywhere I am using global variables. So now what client is saying is, I don't want global variables now. Change this name to the international variables. Em cheyamandar madam?
International.
So where we can do the changes? In the production, can we do the changes?
No.
Can we do the changes directly in production?
No.
Why one person is saying no? Other persons can it do?
No, sir.
No, Japan, madam, another. What about Srinivas Anil Reddy? Can we do any changes in production? Changes in production?
No.
No. Yes. Japan, sir.
No, we cannot do any changes in the production.
Get it Japan. No, we cannot do anything in the production. Production, the main changes even small field also we cannot create data in production. Where you have to do any changes? Sandbox. That is also from scratch sandbox. So like we have sandboxes, right? Normally in the real time, most of the companies will use 3 sandboxes. Like what are those sandboxes? Like for development, one sandbox, testing, one sandbox, UAT, one sandbox, and production. Right? Normally, some people will use 4 sandboxes also. Okay, based on the requirement. So now where they need to change? First, they need to change in which sandbox? Dev sandbox. Correct? Then they will deploy to the full test. Dev nunchi direct production
full
Testing.
testing to UAT production. So this is all huge work. Ante kada ante anni changes chesukovalukunte. Yes or no?
Yes.
To avoid this, instead of this, what we can do is, whatever this, like this type of hard codings, this is what we can call, madam, hard codings. Okay. Instead of this, what we can do is, we can put this type of things in labels. Where you can put many other things? Custom labels. Just we can click the custom labels. Click new custom labels. What is the value, madam? Which one you want to put? This one I want to put in a value. Maybe you can collect it name of the global values. So I can give a global variable. You can give name also here. Global variable. Okay, click a save. So now, instead of hard coding here like this, what I can do, madam? I can use this custom label directly there. So how we can use custom labels here is same syntax. Enter, madam. Rather label dot label name. How we can use custom labels, sir? Label dot label name. What's your label name? Global. Click save. What is the name text it is displaying now?
Global variable.
So same thing I can use in a wherever I want I can use it. Here also I want to use the same name example. Right? Here also it is coming properly now. Yes or no? Now I want to change international variable. Where I need to change international variable? Can I change code? Is it code it changes now?
No.
Where I need to change now if I want to change variable name? Go to your custom label.
Custom label.
Click edit.
Edit.
And
International.
instead of global, what you can do?
International.
International. Are we doing any code changes now?
No.
So now no need to just 1 minute. Hello.
Yeah.
So where I'm changing some now data. Are we doing any code changes now? Anything?
No,
Any changes now?
no.
Custom label value, right? So now what will happen if I refresh the page here? Global variables, international variables.
International variable.
So in case, like if you want to use anything like hard coding, not only that page block title, sir, even the subtitle also, is this hard coded or not now? Is this hard code or it will come how?
Hard coded.
Hard coded, right? So can we change it now? No, if you want to change this, what we have to do? You have to go to the code, you have to change again normal. Correct? So instead of this, what you can do? Just to avoid hard codings, what you have to do? Custom labels. By using custom labels, what you can do? You don't need to change code. Where you can change directly? Where your name changes?
Custom
label.
Again, they want to make it national variables. They want to rename it to what they want to rename now? National variables.
National.
Apply చేస్తా late గా. Just ఇక్కడ only changes అయిపోతుంది. We don't need to change code. Are you doing code change now? No. So wherever you are using this custom label, automatically what will happen?
It will change.
It will change. And one more thing is it is reusability. Yes or no?
Yeah.
ఒక దగ్గర changes automatically change అవుతుందా లేదా?
Yes, sir.
So this is a good option. So whenever you are doing like hard codings in the pages, instead of hard coding, what you have to do?
Custom label.
We have to use a custom labels. What is the benefit of custom labels? So if you use custom labels, we can avoid hard codings. If you want to change anything, just you can change in the custom labels. No need to change in the code. Understand?
Yeah.
That is the one benefit for custom labels. Not only that benefit, okay, even we can use these custom labels for transactions, like user language transactions. For example, what is my language now? What is the language you can see here? What is the language?
English.
English. So now for English user logged in, what is English user, right? So you can see in which language this one now? English. For example, if you go to the Varaprasad, just click on my settings, go to personal, go to advanced user details, click on edit. Where you can check language?
Language.
Your language. What is your time zone? You can just check it. For example, I will change my language English to which one this is? Italian. What you can call this one? Italian. So now just check now. Like your variable will display now Italian or not. It will be displaying English. Just click it. Everything you can see right now Italian.
Yeah.
Your complete UI is changed to the Italian. But what about this variables?
Only English.
It's still in which language is showing now?
It's in English.
So now even if you want to use this like labels also based on the user language. Based on a user language. So how we can translate by using based on user language? Again, we have to use a custom labels. Okay. Again, we have to use a custom labels. Okay. So first of all, currently this ARC is supporting only one language. Which language, madam? English. So I want to change again now. Italian. I'll change it. English like better. And at least if you want to do other changes also, at least you could see in English. Okay, now it is coming my English language. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Now what I can do, click setup. So by default, your ARC is supporting only English language, madam. Which language, madam? English language. If you want to like change anything to the other language, translations, other language, just click on translations. What you want to type, sir? Translation settings. Click on this. If you want to change any labels or anything into the other language, enable first this one. So once you enable translation settings, here we have to add the languages. For example, I want to add English is main language. Okay, identify that translation for this language. Okay. Just English is the main user for these persons. Okay. Now we can add other languages here again. Add. You can see all the language. Example, I want to add a Italian. So I can use Italian for all the users. Or also I can use our Italian, or because you can use Italian. Click save. Okay. Similarly, if you want to add Spanish or German, whatever it may be, you can add it. So, example, I'll take Spanish. Click save. Not required. Just activate it. So now, how many languages are active in my org now?
3.
3. Okay. So now, what you can see, if you go to your custom label now, if you refresh the page, what is the coming here now? 3 ways it is there.
No.
How to enable it? Enable translation settings and add the languages. Now, how many languages we have added apart from English?
2.
2. What are those?
Italian.
Italian, German,
Spanish.
Italian and
Spanish.
Spanish. For example, I'll take Italian. So what you have to do is, we have to convert this into the Italian. How we can convert it into the Italian?
Translation.
Google Translate. Google Google Translate English to what?
Italian.
Italian. So Google is any language, any language, changes. Right? Now this is in Italian, right? Click copy. Copy just paste it. So now we have a Italian for our variable label. Yes or no? How many languages are there? Similarly, you can add other also, but I don't want all the other things. Just if you want to add it, now just I want to use the Italian language only. Now we'll see, we'll change our personal language into the Italian. How we can change our personal language into Italian?
My settings.
Go to
Profile, personal, advanced, editor, edit.
just for testing I'm changing, sir. Rename Italian. Label now, if you now our focus is our label is coming in Italian or not. That is our goal now. Where is our label? This one, right? Refresh the page. Now, which language this is now? Everything English, right? Refresh it. No?
Yes.
Italian.
So, what is the benefit of custom labels is, one thing is, Chapani. What is custom label?
You can
We don't need to do the hard coding.
Well,
We can
hard
change
coding.
directly in the
Correct.
custom.
So, one is to avoid hard coding things. Anything, either not only title, all those things, madam. Even Apex class also sometimes if you want to change anything, you can use the labels. And other one is what purpose?
Translate.
Slash sessions. You can translate our label to the
Language you want.
labels to based on user language. One K language language ki translate. Once we translate automatically that user language is logged in, what will happen, madam? The same language, the state will also can display. Yes or no? If Italian person login, you can see it in Italian. For example, I want to change it into the German. From German is German person login. He wants to see in German. Then what he needs to do?
Go
to the custom label. You need to add which language now? Which translations?
German.
Understand? Spanish and Spanish. Everything. Which language you want to convert it, you can convert it. If that person logged in, the text will display which language? Whatever the user language is there, that language only it will display. Now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is like, that's why custom label is a little bit important. Okay, most of the cases we can use the custom labels in the UI places. Some places sometimes in the Apex class also. Okay, that is also one type of what, madam? Global variable. Okay, and something we have called resource. What we can call, madam? Resource. For example, I want to display some image in the VR page. Or for example, I want to add some CSS, custom CSS or JavaScript, anything. You want to do what you can do, you can use a static resource. Which one, madam? Static resource. What is the static resource uses? You can upload anything from your system to here. You can use that one into your pages. Pages means where HTML via pages, Lightning components, Hara components, web components, wherever you want, you can use it. What you can do using static resource, sir? You can upload your content into the here. You can use that content where via pages, Hara components, Lightning anywhere, but not only via pages. Actually, this is a older old text. That's what it's showing. Everywhere you can use it. Which type of content you can upload here?
Is it
Zip folders, jar folders, images, style sheets, JavaScript, and others. You can upload here. You can call this in where your components, via pages, Hara components, LWC components, wherever you want. Understand? Now, just I will upload some image here, like one image. I want to use that image in my via page. So choose file. There is I will take any one image. I'll just display that image now. My page. We'll just upload this any images.
Salesforcestart.
I can give my image name is SFDC courses. That's the name I'm giving, madam. SFDC courses. So make it public so other people can also access this resource. Okay. If you want to see your file, where you can click? If you click this one, you can see it in what is the page what is the thing you are uploaded here. Understand, madam? No?
Yes, sir.
Now what is our goal now? I want to use this page in where this image via pages. So to refer static resource in the via page, which global variable we have to use, the resource. What is the global variable name? Resource. Where we can upload it? Static resource. If you want to refer static resource in via pages or anywhere, not only via pages, madam. Just assume. Now via pages is the older version. Latest way is now. Hara components, Lightning components. Okay. There also you can refer all these things, labels, all these things. Understand? Madam?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm getting Japan.
Yeah.
So I'll go to my VF page now. We'll see how we can call the static resource. I'll create a separate section. Just title I can give static resource. Okay, man. So if you want to refer static resource, we have to use the resource attribute. Okay. For example, that is image, right? So I'll just use a Apex image. Normally in the HTML also we have a tag called image, img. But in the VA page, which tag we have? Apex image. So here what you have to do is just type a resource. So what you have to do is, okay, yeah.
The resource.
So URL equal to resource dot our resource name. What is our resource name?
SFDC courses.
Just so this is width and height. How much like this image is how much width they want to give? I want to give like example. Width equals to 100. Height I can give 100. You can change this in the requirement. So how we can use which variable we have to use to refer the static resource? Resource.
So
Dot resource name. Okay, this is for static resource. Just to click up preview. Can you see image now? Can you see now?
yes.
But if you arrange this size and width perfectly, it will display perfect. For example, I can see here. Oh. Default default. Okay, if you want to change it, I can change it like and make it here now. Height 150. Width is also I'll make it a 150. You can see now size is a little bit more. Right, madam? So you can increase and decrease size based on your requirement so that you can use it like that. Okay. So like this, you can upload anything, not only images. What you can upload, madam, here in the static resource? What else you can upload? JavaScript, CSS, anything. Okay, zip files, anything you can upload, you can use it in the pages. Is required. Understand, madam? Arthamavutunda? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is called resource. And there is one more thing called current page. What is that one? What is the name? Current page. So what is the current page? Okay. So why will use current pages? For example, if you open any VF page, now is this VF page or like normal page?
Yeah.
There's making VF page.
No, it's normal. No, it's like normal page only.
Is this VF page or normal page?
So Apex only.
VFP.
This is simple, madam. ఇక్కడ URL /apex ఉంటే మాత్రం what is that page?
VF page.
After /apex, whatever is there, what is that name?
Global
VF
variable.
page name.
VF page name. Simple. In the URL, if you see something called /apex, there is nothing but what, madam? VF page only.
Page.
Okay, madam. So here, what is the? This is a VF page. This is VF page name. Okay. For example, I want to pass parameters in the VF page, madam. Like this, I want to pass here example, student name equal to something Raju. Like that, I want to pass parameters from one VF page to other VF page. Then how we can read these parameters? How we can read these parameters in the page is by using which one, madam? By using which one? Current page. By using current page, what you can do? You can read the parameters from the URL. Understand? Example. Okay, I'll just go to your VF page. I'll create one more section and make it title equal to what, madam? One more thing is so you no need to practice heavily VF pages, madam, because no one is using VF pages. Why I'm saying explaining VF pages in the content? Because VF pages syntax and ARA and LWC all are like a similar. So if you understand VF page syntax, you can understand easily ARA. If you understand ARA, then you can understand LWC very easy. And we are discussing about this one. But out of 100 people, even one person also not using VF page. Very rare people, madam. Rare people, in case old customers, okay, that people only using this type of these things. Okay. For example, I want to read current page student name. In case in the URL something called variable name, you want to read something in the URL, You can use which symbol, madam? Which one? Current page. Current page also which type of variable?
Global.
Dollar. Means which one? Global. So dollar current page dot parameters dot parameter name. What's the thing, madam? Current page dot parameters dot parameter name.
Do we
Current
have
page
to?
dot parameters dot parameter name. For example, my parameter name is student name. What is the parameter name, madam?
Student name.
Student name.
So just copy this name. So now what is the student name is coming here? ఏమైనా స్టూడెంట్ నేమ్ ఉందా ఇక్కడ పారామీటర్ ఎక్కడైనా?
No.
No. So for example, if you pass student name here equals to Ramu, click enter. Can you see now?
Yeah.
So to read parameters from the VF page, so which one you have to use, madam? Current page dot parameters dot parameter name. Not only one parameter, sir. Maybe multiple parameters pass చేసుకోవచ్చు. I want to pass like one more parameter. For example, student name, student age, student age. Example, I will give instead of student name, what I can give?
Age.
Student age. Okay, I'll make it a break. So both will display now.
Separate.
Student name is the first parameter. Where I have to pass the parameter exactly after your VF page, madam. Where is your VF page ending?
Global variables.
Then question mark, then parameters. ID student name equals to.
So every time do we have to do this only? Go
No,
to the
normally, no. Example, just I'm saying here. Normally, we can call one VF page, another VF page, no? That time we can pass automatically.
Okay. Or else we can go with this one.
Yeah, this is just I'm doing. Currently, we are not calling any VF page, right? Just to test your page, you can use this example. If you want to test your page is working or not parameters entirely, you can just remove it and you can test it. So student name is what, madam? Triple R, and you can use under symbol. What is the other parameter name?
Age.
Student age equals to, I'll give a 32. Getting two parameters?
Yeah.
So like this. So we can use this one, madam. Current page is also like a global variable. So we have so many global variables, but all are not important. So we have discussed some important thing now. Just we can use that one also. So we have something called page. Which one, madam? Page. For example, if I want to click one page, if you want to navigate to other page, then you can use what, madam? Page.
Yes.
Anyone knows what is field set? Field set and telsa meeku. Anyone knows field set? If you open any object in Salesforce, standard object, custom object, any object, మీకు ఒక ఆప్షన్ ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ. If you go to the fields, ఇది స్టాండ్ అప్డేట్ కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ you can go here. కనిపిస్తుంది
Field sets. After page layouts. Field sets. Yeah. Up. One.
Yeah. So what is field set? A is nothing but so field set is nothing but a group of fields. You can combine all fields into the one place. You can use that field set. For example, I want to display account name, phone number, rating, and all those things, madam. So normally what we did yesterday, we are using an Apex input field, account name, input field, rating, input field, phone number, right? So instead of doing all those things, what you can put all those fields in the one field set. You can use it, that field set. But currently, no, this is only for supporting in VF pages. It's not required, but just read it. Sometimes if anyone asks you inter question, just read it this one. Just watch it in somewhere in YouTube. Okay, just watch it, but it is not required nowadays. No one is using this one. This is a old feature, but this function, this you will understand. This one will helpful. So tomorrow I'll ask this question. Okay. So discuss this topic. What is field set and discuss this one internal. Create it. Even you can create it and you can use it in VF pages also. Tomorrow I'll ask this question. Understand? Tomorrow I'll ask all those questions. So similarly, we have something called a page dot page name. What is page is, if you want to like call anything from one page to other page, anything, you can use this page dot
Page
Yeah.
dot
page.
page. Okay.
For example, page also nothing but what, madam? One global variable. So all these are global variables only, but all are not important. Just whatever we discussed just now, those are all important. But you can just watch it, all these things. Maybe at least short term open what is the use of this one. Understand? I'll add the link here. Watch all these things. Okay, page. Why is page, madam? If you want to like navigate one page to other page, just you can use the page thing example. I want to navigate one VF page to other VF page. So then you can use the VF page. If you want to refer VF page, then we can use it. Current page. So I want to column open. What is the VF page we have created last time? Account farmer. Standard control, right? Open account standard control. Example, I can give example that way. Open account standard controller. So what we can do is just we can call that VF page. So this example. So we have two things, sir. Normally in the HTML, we can use which tag we can use, sir, to create link, hyperlink. In the HTML, which link we can use to create hyperlink?
Href.
Anchor tag, right? Then we can use the href for example.
Yeah.
So, but in VF pages, we have two things. One is Apex output link also we can use. So we have one more tag called command link. Which one, madam? Apex
Command.
output link or command link. Why will use these things? To create a hyperlink. If you want to create a hyperlink, which two tags we will use, sir? Output link or which one? Command link. Okay, this page is not exist. So I'll open my page. I want to open this page, right? So open this and click up preview. So what is the page name here? Right? Just copy it and put it in a. That's it.
So basically we are calling some other page.
That's it.
Okay.
Other, if you want to call other VF page, either links, anywhere you can use this output link. If you click this link, what will happen now? It
Go
will
to
open
that.
whatever the VF page you are using. In that link, we are using this VF page only. Yes or no? Page dot page name.
Yes.
Clear, madam?
Yes.
So like this, we can use a custom. These are very important, madam. So remaining are like normal only. Just you can use it. That's it. Just go through this one and practice whatever you have for it. Yes, control and all those things are not required now. It is like already deprecated. No one using this one. Setup means normal setup. If you want to like a custom permissions and anything, you can use it. Site is like a system.origin time. So what is your current time you want to know? You can use this one. So just practice important things. Whatever we discussed, that's it, right? We can use that one. It's important.
So I have like one question. So if you go to contact page, contact field, contact object actually, contacts. Then if we click new, so here we'll get this, right? Is equal to required information. And this, I think we should use the hyperlink, correct? Just now you said copy mailing address.
Yeah, this is hyperlink.
Yeah, so just now I think what you said we can use here also, right?
You can, yeah, you can use it, but this is which tag, madam? This is
Address information.
address information. What we can call these things?
Blocks, blog page sections.
Apex page block section, correct?
Yeah, page block sections. Yeah.
So what you can do is, there are some attributes. If you open Apex, example is one.
Mhm.
Apex page block section, right? So here is something example, by default, it will display 2 columns in a single row. Antega, 1 and 2. In a single row, how many columns you are displaying now? 1, 2. Yes or no? So similarly, to control it, we have some other attributes here. Example, if I use the columns, it will display 1. Okay. But so collapsible. What is collapsible means? You can like everyone knows collapsible, right? For example, I make it collapsible true means we can just show or hide. Okay. Title, show header, render, on mouse here.
Okay.
So here just we can use maybe some on click, not on click.
Render, I think so.
That is render is show or hide. So this is a standard functionality. Okay, madam. This is standard functionality. Okay. We cannot add this link here. If you want to add some custom button or some custom new link, you can add it. Again, you can do the logic. Okay. But this is a standard functionality. By default, Salesforce is giving this link. Okay.
Okay, so we can't use this like for creating our own VF.
We cannot get exactly one. We can customize it by using some code and all.
Okay. So it will directly give us that particular space, or
Which space? Here
we
only
have
should,
some
if you want to
space,
get,
right?
na?
Yeah, yeah.
That one only we need to customize, madam. This is a standard functionality. It will not come. See, is there anywhere you can see, right? Okay, example, this is contact page, right, madam? So just we'll do one thing. Contact controller. Click on it. Control A, C, just Control A and V. Here I can change to the contact. Okay. So fields. Okay. Example, I don't want all these fields. We'll just create a 1 section, 2 sections. So it's a field name, madam, here. Last name is required field.
Yeah.
So we can refer last name.
Contact
Dot
last name.
Okay, madam. Phone, email, birth date, example. Section name is contact information, contact last name, contact, phone,
Age.
contact, email, contact. Okay, you can say easy field and lead source example.
What then? Oh, yeah. Okay. Last name and capital.
The case sensitive click preview. Right? Case sensitive it is working.
Okay.
So next thing, madam, address information. Okay. So here what you have to do, madam? Contact data.
City,
Mailing.
make that street, city.
Mailing street. Other street.
The street or
Mailing street. Other street. So by default option is that option. Just click save. Okay, it is working. So here, fields, if you want to do like, is there any possibility to get the same option? By default, we'll get it here only.
okay, it will directly give.
In the page bar section only, we'll get some attribute, but we don't have any attribute like to copy that information here. Right,
Okay.
so what you can do is you have to create a separate link, hyperlink. That will also not come exactly here. So we can create somewhere either top or bottom. Otherwise you can create button also. Example, if you create one button, not only button, any link, button or link, whatever it may be. So button madam. Example, Apex command button, copy address. Okay. So here the action, we have to write method, some custom logic we have to write in the background. Okay. But it will not come automatically standard. Either you can create a command button and it will be the button. Understand, madam? Similarly, you can create a Apex output link. Which one just we have seen, right? Apex output link. In that choosing a custom label. Example, same way, you can create a hyperlink. In the output link also, you can call that some method. In the action, right? In the action, this logic we have to write in the classes, Apex classes, to copy data from that place to this place. Maybe you will understand once you go to the custom controller. Okay. But standard functionality is not available.
Yeah.
So this feature is not available directly in the VF page.
Okay. So required information also we can't do.
This one maybe we can do, but we need to check which tags you have to use.
Okay.
Okay, but this one is not available. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe to do now. How about that? We'll do one
And
thing,
once we save this one, like we'll create this page, right? And once we'll save the, like suppose if we give some dummy information over here and we save it. So where do we have to go and find those records that we save?
Where?
Suppose like this is the page, suppose you created, right? You can give last name, email, and then you'll click save. So this record has to go and save somewhere, right? It should go and
It will save and show the record page, no, directly. Normal, how the save button is working.
so where can we find the information that we have?
This is the name I have given, right?
Okay, so here it will be under
What is the
that.
data I have given? This is normal save button only. Normal also you can save button works same like that only, right? The
Okay.
same button we are using. Are we using any custom button? No, right? Same
No.
button. If you click save button, what will happen? You will go same detail page. Same.
But
here
where
also.
can we find that record is my question.
That record only it is showing in the page, na?
Okay.
ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇందాక ఏమైంది మేడం what we did ఇందాక just for example I will give what is the name I am given?
Kumari.
Which record is now displaying here?
Okay, so it will directly come if it's saved. Okay.
If you click, it will come directly here. Otherwise, you can go to the contact. Here also you can see recent contact. Here also you can see recent items. Everywhere, if you done it, save, it will display anywhere. Either recent items, your contacts, or it is saving same page, right?
Maybe at that time it was not saving for us. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Chalo, no problem, madam. Just practice this global variables. Tomorrow we'll connect. Okay, madam. 8:15, and we'll tomorrow complete. I'll complete output tags, input tags. And then we should try it. Okay, just do this assignment. Everyone, custom global variables. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.